How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Day Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called Arkansas of America. And we're going to start with the description from the Mod Hub, and it reads, "Welcome everyone to Arkansas of America, a map inspired by the rural region of the state of Arkansas. With its very wooded vegetation, the map has light relief and a mountain range that is found on the map where you can admire the panoramic view of the entire valley where the map meets a beautiful lake to the south. The map contains a total of 61 fields. The farm starts well set up for equipment to work with animals. To have access to the BGA, it is necessary to buy the land where it is located. The map contains 37 fields for agriculture, 8 pastures where you can set up your own farm or open new fields, 8 forestry areas to work with forestry, 4 points of sale, 2 stables, 1 for cows and the other for chicken coop. The player starts now. I hope you all like it. Have fun. There are no mods required for this map. This map was created by Samuel Batista Modding and is 94.23 megabytes to download. If we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. We start out owning farmlands number 2, 3, 4, 10, and 11. 2 being the main starting farm and a wheat field that is harvested. We have farmland number 3, which is grass ready to harvest. 4 is a wheat field ready to harvest. 10 is the other portion of your starting farm, and 11 is another field with no product in it whatsoever. You also start out here on your main starting farm, almost center of the map. And you have field prices that do vary, but they're very much in line with the price, with the size of the fields. So 34,000 for this small field here, 30,000, we've got 61,000, we got 143,000, a little bit bigger here at 59,000, 73,000, 93,000, all the way up to $491,000. You got a couple forestry bits up here, 100,000, 60,000, 55, and 88,000. Got another forestry here right in the middle for 80,000, and another one over here for 205. So that is pretty much it for the fields. Let's go ahead and take a look at our animals. You do start out with a chicken coop as well as a cow barn. Contracts are available on this map. No production chains to start out with, and no collectibles. If we take a look at mods specific to this map, there are none. There's none under the buy menu or under the build menu. Not even painting swatches. So because we start here at the starting farm, let's take a look at our starting equipment and go under the buy menu under our owned items. Under small tractors, with a Fendt Favorite 511C. Under medium tractors, we have a Massey Ferguson 7719S and a John Deere 4755 and a John Deere 7810. Under harvesters, we have the Deutz-Fahr Topliner 4090H. Telehandlers, the Ferrocene 626 Classic. Under trailers, we have a Rudolph DK280RL and a Welger DK115. The header for the Deutz-Fahr. Cultivators, the Amazon Senio 4000 Super. Power harrows, we got the Amazon KG 3001 Super, and under seeders, the Amazon Kateya 3000 Super. Under sprayers, the Hardy Mega 12000L, or 1200L. We've got under fertilizer spreaders, the Amazon ZATS 3200. Manure spreaders, the Branther TA12050 Power Spread Plus. Slurry tanks, the FarmTech Super Seats 800. Mowers, we have the K-Brand GMD 4411 and the GMD 3123F. Tedders, we have the Pottinger Alpenhit 4.4H. Windrowers, the K-Brand GA4731. Forage wagons, the Strautmann Zalon CFS 2501DO. Animals, the Silokin Trailline 4.0 Premium 221822. That is the mixing wagon there. Under front loaders, we have the Quickie Q5M. Front loader tools with Alba Universal Bucket and Manure Fork. Telehandler tools, the Magsy Pallet Fork. Under header trailers, the Deutz-Fahr header trailer. And under weights, we have 2, 3, 4 class W1500s weights. And that is everything. So now let's go ahead and take a look around our starting farm. Oh, let's bring that up too. We've got a sleep trigger right back here. Over, let's see. Here we got our silo right there. We've got back here our chicken coop. Right here, room for 360 chickens. Feed in here, and eggs come out right here. after that, tucked away, over here, we got a fuel tank and a repair trigger right here. Going across the street, the second portion of our farm, manure heap right here, and a cow barn. Room for 45 cows. We got milk here. We got straw can go in here. Feed inside the door right here. And around the back side, here we have the slurry output. And that is everything here at the starting farm. So let's go ahead and grab us a vehicle and start making our way around. Go ahead and grab the Massey right here. We'll get that out of our way. Now, before we get too far into this, I will warn pretty heavily that there's a lot of issues with this map. So, definitely gonna have an update coming out before too long. Such as this, right here. So we're heading down and around, going south from the farm. So cutting in here. Right back here is the sawmill. Let's stop right here. We can purchase the sawmill for $100,000. We have our output right here, input here with a wood cell trigger right here, and tucked away out in the back, let's go ahead and grab the tractor, is the wood chip output right back there. Now, before we get too far, let me also show this. If I stop right here, take a look at the map. So we're right here at the main starting farm. Went to this section of the farm here, went across the street, saw the stuff over here, then came back, grabbed the tractor, came down and around, and out to here. Now, you'll see that there's these markers here that would indicate a production point. These are not actually production points. As you can see, area florestal. This is just a forestry area. So there's a bunch of these little dots that are around the map, like here, there's another one up here, and there's another one here, as well as over here. Anywhere where there's a bit of forestry that can be purchased. Now, if you see me passing by something, it's likely because of this. It's going to show up on the map, but it's not something that's actually going to be needing showing. It's just kind of there for some reason. You can see on the map there to my southeast is one of those forestry bits, and it does have that little reticle. Now, this is one of the very first things I noticed that is going to need to be fixed. This is the bakery. That's right, I said it, the bakery. I know it says dairy there on the sign, but don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. Don't let your lying eyes deceive you, because it says the bakery. Now, I'm going to say this. Even though it says the bakery, look what's kind of smashed up in here. We've got an input here and output here, but there's no place for me to purchase. You can see bakery jammed in here, so it's like these two buildings are just kind of jammed together. Now, the problem is that you can purchase the land that this sits on. So you are able to purchase all areas. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. And the problem is it's over $10 million. Now, I don't know if you purchase the land, if you're then able to delete one or both of these. If you are, then great, you're able to do that. But you can see how the dairy is just kind of like, it's kind of like merging and becoming one. So that's definitely something that's going to need to be addressed. Now, it's possible you can address it, like I said, but one of those that's going to have to be looked into. Now, coming in this direction, believe it's back here. Whoa, wee! That worked out, I guess. Back here is the Johnson's Farmers Market. That's right, this isn't the grain mill. This is the Johnson's Farmers Market. Don't believe me? We came from here, the dairy, aka the bakery, or the dakery, and we came down here, on around, and to Johnson's Farmers Market. Yeah, Johnson's Farmers Market. I don't know why. But let's go ahead and head out. Follow this around. Oh, I went the wrong way. Meant to go this way. Now we're talking. We need to follow this path up and around all the way to our next point of interest. You can see the road gets a little bit rough back here. And it's not even really a road as much as a path. Almost like a walking trail almost. And you can see the landscaping is a bit rough back here. A bit of grass just kind of poking across. There's a lot of those little things. A little bit of TLC is definitely going to be needed for this map for it to be completed. But to me, it seems like this map is about 85% done. Maybe even 90% done. It's really, really close, but it's definitely going to need an update. So we continue following this around. We go to the north up here. Coming onto the main road here. And then following this right over here. Tucked away over here. Brace yourself. Is the grocery mart. That's right. The grocery mart. Again, don't believe me? We were here at Johnson's Farmers Market. We then followed this road all the way up to here, to the grocery mart. So, again, don't believe your lion eyes. This isn't a factory or some place that's going to produce. No. No, this is a grocery store. This is where you're going to come and buy your groceries. Again, a little forestry area to the north there. We are going to skip those forestry bits. So even though it looks like I may be missing some things on the map tour, we are not. They are just an indicator for the forest. Now let's go ahead and follow this until we get out to our next point of interest, coming up here to our left. And now returning to the world of sanity, right up here in front of me, to my left is the carpentry. 60,000 for the carpentry. We have an input here, wood cell trigger there, and just occurred to me I don't have that turned on, so let's turn that. And output should be in the keyword, be back here. Because again, we're only partially returning to sanity. To my left is the gas station. Coming up here to my right, next point of interest, right over here, is the cereal factory. You can purchase the cereal factory for 110,000. Output here, input here. Right next door is our next point of interest, the sugar mill. I'll just scoot up just a bit. Go ahead and hop out here. You can purchase this for 80,000. Output here. Input around the back side. Right there. And let's keep on going on this tour. We got the main starting farm off to the left right there. Make a left here. And now we're going to follow this around past the starting farm. coming up here to my left is the shop and repair triggers. I'm going to pull in here. So right here, we have our shop trigger. And where am I? Turn around, turn around, turn around. There we go. Repair trigger. Right over here. Now we'll head out. Coming up here to my right is the next point of interest. This is the tailor shop. Output is right here. Wardrobe trigger right there. Input here, and purchase this for 100,000. Continue down the road past another forestry bit right here to my right. And we're going to climb up this little hillside here to our next set of interests. Right here. Nope, there it is. Here is the Animal Dealer and Animal Dealer Sell Point. Animal Dealer Sell Point is here. Animal Dealer is right here. Now, if you want to purchase your animals, you can use this icon or the icon, same icon, at your pens and pastures directly. If you use this icon directly, though, you will incur additional fee. That fee is associated to a delivery fee. The Animal Dealer is taking the animals from this location and delivering them to your pens and pastures throughout the map. Now, it can add up and get a little bit expensive. For an adult cow, it can be an additional $100 per adult cow. So that adds up very, very quickly. If we were to buy all 45 cows, we would spend the $69,000, almost $70,000 base price plus an extra $4,500 for just a delivery fee. Now, if you want to save that fee, you bring an animal trailer to this location and you load the animals directly into the animal trailer. You then drive the animals to the pens and pastures yourself. You save that delivery fee. Let's go ahead and turn around and head out of here. Continue heading in this direction. Coming up to our right is the biogas plant. Pull in here. Big bunker silo off to my right. And here is the biogas plant. If we take a look at the map, we were here at the grocery mart. That's right, grocery mart. Came down over to the carpentry here, down to the gas station, the cereal factory, and then the sugar mill. We kept on by our starting farm, down and around to the shop trigger repair trigger, to the tailor shop, and then to the animal dealer, sell point, and animal dealer. We then came back out to right here, farmland number 62. We can purchase for $49,216. And there we go. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. We're here at the biogas plant. Triggers popped up now. Standard biogas plant, nothing too spectacular in regards to the inputs. Solid inputs here, liquid inputs here, and liquid outputs, aka digestate, right there. Hop back in the tractor and head back out. Making a right, heading down. Coming up here to my right is the grape processing unit. We'll stop right here. Can purchase this for $80,000. Output here, input in the side here. Make a right here. Coming up here to my right, around the back side of this building, is the pizzeria sell point right there. Oh, hey now. Keep on heading out. I'm going to backtrack just a little ways. Coming back to this main split in the road. across the street. Stop right here. Is the spinnery. 60,000 to purchase. And inputs and output right back here. Get turned around. Another forestry bit right here to my right. Indicated on the map with the little blue dot. Make a right here. Going straight across the street is the oil mill. Output here, input here, and a buy point right here. 80,000 purchase. Follow this around to the main road. Make a left. To the left here, we have the grain mill. Can purchase this for 96,000. Output there and input in the back. Wait, what? I just realized this. Output box is here. Output box here as well, and an input is right there. Huh. That is strange. Wait a minute. Did they did. I think they merged two separate grain mills. That's exactly what they did. These are two separate grain mills. So for some reason the box there's needing to be updates with this map. There's needing to be updates. 100%. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the map maker, trying to make the buildings look a little bit better, a little bit more than just base. That's certainly appreciated. But yeah, that's a little confusing. We have the fast food restaurant sell point right here. Around this side over here. Follow this in and around. This is Johnson's Farmers Market sell point. So there's a second Johnson's Farmers Market sell point right here. And now we'll head out to the right. Tucked away back here is the supermarket sell point right there. And now heading up to the last point of interest. So for a little while there, we were doing all right. We were going through, we were matching up the buildings. The buildings looked to be, roughly about what they should look like, with small exceptions here and there. But this one, again, another doozy, tucked away back in here. This is the Red Marble Bowling Restaurant sell point. And that's it. I mean, that is everything here on Arkansas of America. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the map real quick and show where we've been. We're here at the biogas plant. We went up to the grape processing unit, came down this stretch here to the pizzeria sell point, came back out, spinnery out to here, over and above to this oil mill, then to the grain mill, then to the fast food restaurant, over to Johnson's Farmers Market, up and around to supermarket, and then out to, again, Red Marble Bowling Restaurant. I am not making this up whatsoever. So, now it's time to render my opinion, let you know what I think. 0 to 5 scale as per usual. So, I really like this map. I really, really, really like this map. And I want to give this such a high grade. But I can't. All the issues, all the little quirks and wonkiness that are a part of this map are just a bit much for me. So, even though I want to give this a very high grade, it's going to get knocked down. So, in its current state, what would I give this map? 0 to 5 rating. I would probably give it, in its current state, probably a 2. Maybe even a 1, because, you know what? Yeah, we're going to go with the 1. And the reason we're going to go with the 1 is because in its current state, there's many different things about it that are just not functional. Just not functional whatsoever. So because of that, it really has to downgrade the scoring for this map. Now, I love the color palette. I love the undulations in the topography of the landscape. I really like how everything's set up. I think it's okay that it uses base models for the productions and all that stuff. I think it works nice, and I think it fits. And a lot of the areas are dressed up nicely. It doesn't have that kind of plunked down feel. Now, a couple of things I don't like, outside of the things I mentioned before. It's got a lot of kind of oversights that kind of stand out. So one of them is the road markings. You look at the road markings here, it's very European road markings. That triangle there, the kind of intersection where it expands out like that, I don't think that's anywhere in the United States. I could be wrong about that. I have certainly not been to every single state, but I don't recall this being a thing in Arkansas when I passed through it several times. So these are very much road markings, what I believe to be a European style map. So I think that's kind of an issue number one. A lot of the road signs are not American style per se. The speed limit, yeah, that's okay. There's some of them that are different than that, though, that kind of stand out and are really necessarily, again, American style. But outside of that, I think this is a really, really good map. I really do like it. There's a ton of area outside of the kind of quote-unquote playable area. If we expand out into kind of third person out here, and we just kind of go for a little stroll here, you can see, I mean, there's tons of area. But then you get out of the more playable areas here, and you still got areas up here that you can explore. And if you got the $10 or so million, I forget how much, you can come out here and do stuff if you so choose. But the nice thing is that because, I mean, you're not really supposed to be out here doing too much, it makes it to where the landscape and the valley just look natural. So even though this is a typical 2x by 2x map, this whole kind of southern and kind of western areas are not really supposed to be accessible. So it makes it look hemmed in, yes, but it makes it look real. So that's really nice. It's a very nice key detail to this map. But like I said, current state, probably 1. In its state where if these things are kind of addressed and brought up to speed, and again, there's some other issues, like you saw that kind of transition here in the driveway. You see it in both driveways, to where the driveway here isn't quite matching up with the road here, so you're getting this little smidges of grass and a different texture that's popping through. So it's just, again, small little details that the map maker needs to just kind of go out and just take their time and make sure that they're working great. Other than that, I think they did a fantastic job. This, I think, is a very solid base for a map, and if they get updates, then it's going to be a very solid map. So it would probably deserve, in my opinion, a score of, I'd say 4. If everything was addressed that I said here today, if everything was kind of made whole and made right, I would give this a 4. All day, all night, I think that this is a very, very solid map. And it's going to be a lot of fun if the map maker goes around and does something with it. I mean, look at that. That is really, really cool. This kind of rocky outgrowth right here is just, oh, that's so awesome. There's parts of this map that make you like, wow, this is gorgeous. Again, here is another good example. This transition here, just, it shouldn't be like this. I understand this is supposed to be like a broken up road and whatnot, but this just, it looks like it just kind of eats into the roadway here, and that just looks like an error more than a purposeful kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, that and the starting farm is actually very nice, very laid out very, very well. Makes it very inviting to be in here. It's got plenty of storage and plenty of room to grow as well, so that's really nice. So yeah, all in all, I like it. I think it's going to be a good map when it gets its update and goes from there. But that's how I feel about it. I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things. The algorithms enjoy you doing this, shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.